Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to address the market once again, especially after what happened today. The market is about to make a crazy move, and we're going to explain why exactly. All right. I'm also going to be doing an updates on the stocks that I've mentioned in the last video, and also give you guys one stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for tomorrow. Alright, y'all, before we begin again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, and also don't forget to click on that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Right, so let's get right into it right off the bat. The market was a wild day, especially after the CPI report came out. For those of y'all who did not get a chance to see what the results were, here they are. It was announced this morning. Again, the expectations for the inflation report was at 5.2%, and it turned out to be exactly 5%. So the expectations were beat, and the market did like it at first. The opposite of what I thought would happen occurred today. I thought there would be a bullish engulfing candle on the daily, but instead we got a bearish engulfing candle on the daily, which is not a good sign. All right, so first of all, we got the pop, and then we have a sell-off in the morning, some chop in the middle of the day, and another sell-off in the afternoon. I ended up taking a trade on QQQ, and again, this is gonna be like a little trade recap. If you didn't see that trade, if you didn't see the structure forming in the middle of the day, this is how QQQ was playing out. So first there was the morning drop, and then there's the consolidation followed by the structure. I see this and I like this, and I immediately put out a warning that I'm watching this thing for a drop, and this was at 1:10 p.m. all right, like within, let's see, I put this at 1:10, and then 20 minutes later this thing immediately breaks down. All right, and this is when I go in for a day trade with these contracts right here. And the price target, again, for those of y'all who are familiar with the way that I trade, the map is already on there, the plan is on there. I know the whole plan before I even take a single trade, the contracts, the ROI, and everything. All right, so the plan was for this thing to go all the way down to this green circle right here, to about 312. And let's go back to ThinkorSwim, and let's look at QQQ. All right, and with QQQ, the structure was on the 5-minute. The structure was on the 5-minute, and it was right there. So my entry was in the middle of this candle right here, as soon as it broke below 315, and the price target was at 312. I ended up getting rid of all of my puts right over here, right at 2:30, 30 minutes before the market closed. Let me show you guys all the way down. So yeah, at exactly 2:30, that's when I sold my puts. When it started to get weak on like the 3-minute chart, I thought 312 was close enough to the target, but so that's why I had to get rid of that of those contracts for a day trade. Now, looking at it big picture, again, as y'all know, there is a giant bear on the thumbnail, meaning that I am bearish for tomorrow, and for a very simple reason. For those of y'all who trade the SPY, and for those of y'all who trade QQQ, there is a structure on QQQ, and I like it. All right, the structure is on the 4-hour, and it's right here. It's a bear flag. It's a bear flag. We have the bear flag right here, followed by the breakdown, right? And with the alerts on there, you see where my mind is. Obviously, I think that this thing is gonna drop all the way down to right here, 307. And I wouldn't be surprised if it does so aggressively in the morning now. So watch the overall market for a massive collapse because of the structure on the charts, which looks very, very clean to me. All right, so that's my thoughts on the SPY and QQQ. One stock that I want to share with y'all is MU. All right, let's talk about MU. So watch this one for tomorrow, because the reason why I want to share this one with y'all is because of this. There is a resistance line at $65, and it couldn't get above that line once. There's short sellers here, another set of short sellers right here, and now it's forming a double top. It's not a good sign. And if we see that sell off tomorrow, this thing could fall all the way down to around $58, maybe $58.50. All right, another reason why I think that it could fall to $58.50 is because of the daily charts. 90% of all gaps get filled at some points in time. All right, 90% of all gaps. So there is this gap right here that is not fully filled yet, and the gap is right here. All right, it's from 61 all the way down to 60.36. That hasn't even been filled yet. All right, and then there's this new one right here which hasn't been filled either. So I think before we like break through these levels and go for new highs, the market, or this stock specifically, I think it's going to have to come back and take care of some unfinished business right here, consolidate some more, and then maybe later by like Friday or by next week Monday, we continue to go higher. All right, there's also that bearish engulfing candle on the daily right here. So watch this one for a potential drop tomorrow. Okay, now in updates, for those of y'all who were able to watch the last video that I put out, the stock that I was buying, or the contracts on the stock that I was buying, that was on Coin. And congrats to anybody who was able to make money on Coin. Again, I told y'all the structure was on there and that it was really, really clean, and I liked it. And I liked it enough to share it with y'all in that video. Again, I told y'all to watch it for a move all the way up to the circle, and it had a good money making opportunity on that specific day. It opened up higher at around $69 and ran all the way up to 72. So congrats to anybody who chose Coin, and also congrats to anyone who took Mara, because Mara was the other stock that I showed y'all in that video for a move to $10.50, maybe even $11. And this one played out perfectly as well. What's going to happen with these two stocks? I think they need to chill out, maybe fall a little bit. Like Mara, for example, I think it's gonna go all the way back down to $9, trade sideways a little bit, and then later on this week we may see more influx of money in the crypto sector, which could push BTC to that price of 35,000. Again, it might be by the end of the week, or it might be by early next week, but that is for another video. So that's my very honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Again, if you found this video helpful, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't followed me on social media yet, you can find me at NGumah and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, there's some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to have all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks after setting up with Webull, using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.